We've got Robert Huth here. When you were at Leicester, when you won the title of Leicester, I remember the early part of the season. You were winning games 5-3, 4-3. I mean, you had some really exciting matches, but there seemed to be a shift, a completely dynamic shift from the 5-3s to 1-0s. Was that done by Claudio Ranieri? Can he do it again here? Is he the right man in that aspect?
I think he's got his work cut out with Fulham, with the Fulham side, to keep them in the league. Like you said, when he took over, they were in a bad position, but nothing's really changed since he took over. They're still conceding crazy amount of goals.
How did he change things at Leicester?
Well, initially, he just stuck with the team from the previous year. We had really attacking fullbacks with Schlupp and Richie on either side. And like you said, we kept winning games, 3-2 and so on, or coming back from a 2-0 down. And, you know, it gets to a point where it gets unsustainable. You can't do it, you know, it's just too much. And him and his staff just took the chance of changing two more defensive fullbacks. That in contrast with getting Kante back in the middle, because don't forget the first 8 or 10 games he played on the left, he played on the right, anywhere but in the middle. You know, he's such a good player. We had to put him in a team. So with getting Kante in the middle and two defensive fullbacks, we had that sort of covered then, and then the attacking guys could do their magic up front.
But this came from him. It didn't come from players going up to him, the senior players like yourself, saying we need to shift things around. Is it entirely from the manager?
To be fair, yeah, I mean, it's not great when you concede, you know, 3 goals, 2 goals and so on. So you get the frustration, and I think he personally sensed it. And as you do as a senior pro, you talk to the assistant, you talk to the other coaches, would it be worth doing it? And he must have taken it on board and, you know, decided to go with a more defensive shape.
Do you think that there are characters within Fulham that will actually be able to say this to him? That will be able to analyse, approach and try to fix things with the manager?
I can't see any. Can you tell me who would be like a natural leader on the pitch at the moment?
Not particularly, and on today's evidence, no. But, you know, they are playing with Callum Chambers as a central midfield player, a holding central midfield player, who is a central defender by trade. So, you know, it looks as if the ingredients are there. I'm actually surprised that Claudio Ranieri hasn't been able to tighten this Fulham side up. You know, I do strongly believe, and I've said it lots of times on this show, it is easier to deny and to destroy and to defend than it is to create and penetrate and score goals. And I really thought that Claudio Ranieri would have had a bigger defensive effect on this Fulham side than he's had.
Well, how much work does he actually put in to defensive work on the training pitch?
Loads.
Lots?
Yeah.
More than anything else?
I mean, I remember just after the session was done, he would take the defensive midfielders, and we used to just do shape, not on end, but pretty much every other day in the week, and to a point where you get a bit like, do we really have to do it? But his point of view, like you mentioned, you know, if you only keep a clean sheet, you only need to score 1 goal. And I think luckily for him and Leicester, we had the guys in the team that thought, yeah, easy enough, the guys that wanted to defend. But I can't see it at the Fulham team. It just looked to me as they like playing football. It's a bit like a training game, not really tracking a runner, not really making the right decision, like first half, make a professional foul, and so on. They're just playing football, it seems to me, for a bit of fun rather than realising what's at stake.
Do you think he'll keep them up?
No.
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 Fulham are going to go down, in my opinion.
With Huddersfield?
Well, yes, for sure, at this precise moment in time. You know, yes, there might be a twist and a turn down the bottom, but I cannot see how Fulham can dig their way out of the position that they find themselves in.
We said this about Leicester, though, didn't we? The season before they won the Premier League. That's the thing, that you just never know.
I'm disappointed with the lack of fight they had, considering where they are in the league. You know, it's an early kick-off. Manchester United had a game midweek. You know, it's playing in the back of their mind. He really thought he could have a good goal, play on the front foot, and like for the first 10, 15 minutes I did, and then sort of got into himself and just didn't really throw a punch.
Cyrus Christie, who came on as a substitute in the second half, at one stage the camera was on him and they'd just lost the ball. And you could lip read him saying to one of his teammates, "Don't give up." And so obviously he's feeling that some of his teammates have almost thrown the towel in now. Yes, Fulham started bright for 10 or 15 minutes, but you've got to sustain that. You know, you've got to be in the game more than Fulham threatened to be today.
Just watch out, he might get a call from Claudio to come back out of retirement.
Why not?
He's saying a flat no now, but time could be the judge of that.